Joe Hopkins here, and I've got an interesting video today. I own two 7-string guitars. I own a Harley Benton, right? This is the basic 7-string guitar. I'm trying to remember the model name, but whatever. It's a 457, I think it's called, in black. Good looking guitar. They sell it in black and white. And I've got an Ibanez. Their GRG, it's their GO, like entry-level 7-string series. And we're going to do a comparison, a shootout. Which is better? And the important thing is, which one do you think is better? Now, when I play them, if it's at all out of tune, either of them, that's kind of part of the test. I just spent a little bit of time tuning both of them. They are, as of 2 minutes ago, both perfectly in tune. So if I go to play one and it sounds like it's already out of tune, well, that's an answer to tuning stability now, isn't it? But let's go over some basic specs. Essentially, they're very, very similar guitars. Dual humbuckers, one tone, one volume. The Harley Benton has your basic 3-way switch. The Ibanez has a 5-way switch on humbuckers, which is weird. Somebody on the comments section gave me an answer to that when I did a review on this, said what those are supposed to do. But everything I look up on it says this does not have a coil split. So, I don't know. But it definitely has several different sounds. Kind of, you know, kind of neat. This, different anyway. This has the what would be the 3/3, but it's 4/3 tuners because it's a 7-string. So, and this one has them in line like a Strat, right? They're both kind of Strat style dual cutaway bodies. I mean, not exactly like a Strat, but, you know, similar. The neck profiles are very similar. I'd say the Ibanez is a little bit thinner, but it's not by that much, you know. They both cost around the same. This will run you $200. You can get it from Musician's Friend. I bought it from Amazon, but they sell it to Musician's Friend. And I'll put links to both of these down below if you want to buy one. Like I said, this one's around $200. The Harley Benton, last I checked, was $150. So $50 less, but this has free shipping. And the shipping will bring this up a little over $200. So we'll consider it about the same price all told, right? Or at least shipping to the US on a Harley Benton is a little bit. I don't know what it is in Europe or elsewhere, but either way, you're paying for shipping with the Harley Benton. You're not with the Ibanez, so total, you're going to come out about the same on either of them. And, you know, they're pretty similar. Pretty similar. The Harley Benton has like a little notch down in here to kind of make it more comfortable in your hand when you're reaching those higher frets, of which both of them have 24 frets, right? They're both 24 fret guitars. They both have like that little cutaway to on the back here to rest against the body. The one on the Harley Benton is not as deep as the one on the Ibanez. So the Ibanez kind of fits closer to the body a little bit. So they're both string through when you change the strings. The strings go all the way through the body. You can see the Harley Benton has a bigger cavity for the electronics than the Ibanez does. I mean, but overall, they look about the same, right? Other than the color, they're pretty similar. And I was telling you about the tuners. There we go. I got to bring it down so you can see it. This has inline. This has 4/3, which would be 3/3 on a 6-string. Now, I was going to play them back to back, and I know in a true test, you'd go through all the settings, and you'd play it clean and try different gain settings, but honestly, what's the point? We all know why you buy a 7-string. And I'll play a little bit of the higher strings, but we all know why we buy a 7-string. We're not buying it to play soaring guitar solos with. You just use your 6-string. We're using it for the low, chunky chunk, right? To get knee-deep in the mud, baby. And we want to see how it sounds. So we have two guitars, similar looks, similar price. If they feel pretty similar, they both came set up pretty similarly. They were both set up pretty good. But let's take this Harley Benton. We'll take this here Harley Benton. Let me get comfortable here. And we'll see. Where's my pick? There we go. Let's turn the guitar on and just see. Yeah, pretty good sustain, right? That's on the bridge pickup. Let's go up to the neck. Sounds pretty good, middle position. But honestly, I really like the bridge on both of these guitars. Yeah, a lot of low chunk. Let's see how the rest of the neck sounds here, the rest of the strings. Yeah, good sounding guitar. I've played this a lot and I like it. Yeah. Right, you can gent, you can chunk, you can play the hell out of it. It's a good sounding guitar. Let's unplug that. Set it to the side. Let's plug in the Ibanez. Sounds like it's still pretty much in tune. I like the, once again, that's on the bridge pickup, so we'll go over the various settings. We'll just say that's 1, there's 2. Those 2 are my favorites. Then there's the middle position, both pickups. And then we go over to 4. Right, and the last position, I'm guessing just the neck. Now, you can hear hum on that and on that, so I'm guessing the 2 and 4, regardless of what the information I got is, I'm pretty sure those are coil splits, right? But I kind of like it just on the humbucker, neck, just the number 1 position there. Yeah, and this also sounds pretty good, just, you know, as a guitar. good sounding instrument. Yeah, you get pretty good sustain on this one too, right? And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with both of them for the price, you know. Get some gent there. All right, yeah, you can do all the things that a 7-string does, which I dig. So let's cut that off, right? And compare. Let's talk about these two guitars. Now, which is better? That's hard to say, right? Depends on what you want. Personally, I find the tones in general on the Harley Benton are a bit warmer. A little bit muddier though. Definitely clearer on the Ibanez, I find. And I don't really have a favorite. It depends on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? If I'm playing something kind of, I don't know, I'm going to play chunky stuff on both of these. But I guess it depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Plus, they both feel a little bit different when I'm playing them, so they kind of put me in a different mood. In general, I'd have to say, overall I like the Ibanez better, I guess. But not by a ton. Not by a lot. I'd only say by a little bit. I've owned the Harley Benton longer. And I've recorded with it, I've played with it, and I like it. It's a very good guitar. I just bought the Ibanez a little bit ago. And I tell you what, I've done reviews on both of these, so right up in the thing here, I'll put Harley Benton review, right? There it is, right there if you want to see it. And Ibanez, right? Right there if you want to see it. Because I've done full reviews on both of them. But this back-to-back, like I said, it's not exactly a full review. It's just picking them up, plugging them in, seeing which one does the whole 7-string thing better, which obviously is a lot of gain, a lot of chunk, metal. And sure, you can do other things on a 7-string, but we're not going to, and we all know it. Like I said, I kind of like the Ibanez a bit better. It just feels a little bit smoother. But, I don't know, this one puts me in the mood for something a little bit darker. So, I mean, if I'm really doing some really dark music, I mean, they're both for heavy music, but if I'm doing something really kind of, I'm in a dark place with it, maybe I'll pick the Harley Benton. It's not just because it's black. It just kind of, to me, has a darker sound, darker feel, puts me in a darker mood. But of course, we got plenty of chunk with this. I'd say if you're looking to buy a 7-string, an entry-level 7-string, I'd put them at about equal. And the big question is, I guess you should be asking yourself, is how quickly do you want it? Because if you live in the States, you can get this from Musician's Friend, you can get it from Sweetwater, you can get it from, I ordered mine on Amazon. It won't take that long to get to you. I think mine was like 10 days, not real long. The Harley Benton is going to come from Germany. And if you're in the States, it's likely to get stuck in customs. And that's not Thoman's fault. It just kind of is what it is. Every time I order something from Thoman, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get because it gets stuck in customs. It makes it to customs in 10, 12 days and then sits in New York for like a month. So just is what it is. So I'd say if you live in Europe, maybe you go with the Harley Benton because it'll get there quicker. If you live in the States, I'd go with the Ibanez just because you're going to get it quicker. Unless you don't mind waiting and you'd rather have the Harley Benton. Like I said, the Harley Benton, this is in black. I've seen it in white. I don't know if they have it in white right now, but they have it in black. And they have this in this electric blue, and I'm not sure if Musician's Friend has it in white at the $200 price point. I saw it on Amazon in white, but like I said, I'll put links to both of them. So if you like the electric blue, get the Ibanez. If you like it in black, get the Harley Benton. They're pretty close to the same, to be quite honest with you. You just heard it. I just played it. You might hear something that you like better in this one or better in this one, but I wouldn't put a huge amount of difference between them. If you really need it in black because you're all totally metal, get the Harley Benton. If you like the electric blue, get the Ibanez. I guess. Like I said, I kind of like the Ibanez a little bit better. I think part of it's because the neck is just a hair thinner. I kind of like that. But it's not like a lot thinner. I can't complain about the Harley Benton. I love them guys. They make great instruments. And I love this guitar. So, hey, I'm sorry. I'm waffling. I'm being inconclusive. They're both my babies. I can't pick a favorite. But you guys pick a favorite. Pick the one you want. Get you a 7-string and start just chunking. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. And, rock on, man. Right? There we go. Gonna give them a hug. I love my babies, and I love you guys. Peace out. Next time, baby. Bye-bye.